Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Tuesday, February 13th, 2024. Let's take a look at the Forex economic calendar for today. As you can see, I got only medium and high importance data scheduled for release, and we got this kind of data that was published overnight. NAB business confidence and inflation expectations. The first one was from the Australia, the other one was from the New Zealand. Both of them were worse than expectations. British pound is under pressure as the data of the climate count change, employment change, and unemployment rate, together with the average earning index, are decreasing. We are still waiting at the data from the Switzerland in form of the CPI. It's alright. Okay, it's already published. The data was 0.2% versus the previous number of the 0%, but it's still somehow lower than the expectations of 0.6%. German current conditions and economic sentiment are scheduled for release at 11 o'clock, together with the European economic sentiment and the economic forecast. The key event of today is the USA CPI data, which are scheduled for release at 2:30, together with the core CPI. We are going to have a lot of the volatility on the crude oil because we got the OPEC monthly report, which is scheduled for release at 1 o'clock, and then we got API weekly crude oil stock data scheduled for release at 10:30. So because of the main focus today on the European data, British data, and the USD, let's find out what's going on the euro dollar first. On the 4-hour chart of the euro dollar, we can see that this market is still under the pressure, and the recent movement to the downside, just as expected, finished roughly below the 50% of the retracement of the last swing to the downside. Now we are testing this lower channel line. As you can see, we can break down below this lower channel line anytime soon. The momentum is already negative, 45 points. Sentiment is already negative. Bears are making pressure on the markets, and when we break below the 50 periods moving average located at 1.0758, then this technical support 1.0742 and 1.0722, which is apparently some sort of the demand zone, will be tested. So please stay focused ahead of the US data releases, ahead of the German sentiment and the European Eurozone sentiment data, because it looks like we might have another spike to the downside soon. So that was the euro dollar. Let's now find out what's going on the British pound. British pound, as you can see, still fighting with the 50% of the Fibonacci retracement after the climate change data were published. What do we have here is a typical movement around this blue trend line, short-term trend line support. We are still trading above this trend line, above 50 periods moving average, and just below 50% Fibonacci retracement located at 1.2645, and the 100 periods moving average located at 1.2649. It looks like the momentum is neutral, hovering around the level of 50, so neither bulls nor bears are in charge of this market. And because we retrace exactly 50% of the last wave down, this is even more confusing right now for all of the market participants, as neither bulls nor bears are making enough effort to move the market in the desired direction. But because the short-term trend line is keep being used as a technical support, we might see some sort of the movement to the upside. Let me just move my trend line a little bit higher, so I just want to extend it, and we should see the test of 61% of the Fibonacci retracement, which is located at 1.2674, before any sort of the downside movement is apparently developed. So that was the British pound. The outlook list is rather neutral for now, with a possible bounce to 61% and reversal. So because of the oil data, let's take a look at the crude oil, and what do we see here is a complete invalidation of our bearish scenario. So we were anticipating some sort of the rising wedge and then breakout to the downside. It was completely invalidated, so it didn't actually work out. Nevertheless, we still have this trend line here, the trend line. Let me just mark it orange. There you go. Okay, we already have the orange, so okay, black. The black short-term trend line is still playing crucial role in this upward movement. We broke above the 50 and 100 periods moving average. We broke above the all of the technical support, 73.70 and 74.50. So now we are just heading towards the next target for the bulls, and this target is of course the swing high from the end of the January 2024, located at 79.25. This is the swing high and the technical resistance for the bulls. So please stay focused as we just hit the level of 77.27. We are testing it today. As you can see, very nice bounce from the trend line, kind of a bullish engulfing ish pattern here, moving up, moving higher, moving towards the recent recent highs at 78.13, just ahead of the last swing high at 79.25. So the outlook for the crude oil remains bullish, and we might see new levels above the swing high from the end of the January 2024. And last but not least, let's take a look at the Bitcoin, because it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do, which means that the market is right now broken above the big supply zone in the professional, sustained and bullish manner. So right now this zone will not provide any sort of the resistance as it is violated. We are changing our lines on this zone from red to green, and it means that this zone is now technical support. It will act as the technical support for the bulls. The next target, the local high, was made at the level of 50,384, and this level is still being challenged. We might see another extension to the upside soon, as the momentum is positive, momentum is strong. Of course, it is still located at the extremely overbought market conditions around the level of 76. Nevertheless, if the market is trending, as you can see, it is trending very, very high, very strongly, sorry, then of course this situation might not be a problem for the momentum, as it will just hover around the extremely overbought areas, and during the local pullbacks it will go towards the level of, let's say, 65, 63, and then it will still bounce against, as long as the bears will make a pressure on the market participants. So the outlook for the bullish, therefore for the Bitcoin, is bullish, of course, and we should see higher levels soon. The next target, let me just switch to the daily, so we can see the next target for the bulls in the oh, there you go. We can't see it on the daily. Maybe we should take a look at the weekly. There you go. Well, the next target apparently for the bulls might be located at $52,027, and then all-time high will be challenged at $68,959. So it's either here, $52,027, or the next swing high, the last swing high, the all-time high, $68,959. Very big momentum on the weekly. Very positive, overbought market conditions on the weekly as well. But as you can see, we might stay in the overbought market conditions for at least 3 to 4 months before any sort of the momentum, let's say, decrease will be relevant for the market participants. So is this the same situation here? Is the market repeats the history from 2021? We will see soon. Next target, $52,027. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.